You know, it's also legal to masturbate, but I don't do it in the grocery store.
Is it legal to masturbate in the grocery store?
Well, probably if you go in a bathroom stall.
And now, CheezWits.
Check, check. Why is that so loud? Check, check. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, be quiet, Jess.
I will not.
Oh, wait. What don't I have on? There we go. What?
I said I will not.
Oh, I'm just having a technology day.
What? You?
No.
This is crazy talk.
I'm successful with my technology today,
Mm-hmm.
except for one thing, and that I'll get advice from you for in a minute.
Oh, will you?
Did you hear that?
I did.
No, fuck. I'm telling you, I think I told you we had this fucking storm and surge of power. Did I tell you this?
I don't think so. Was it
So
recent?
We had a storm. We had a surge of power. Now, initially, I thought it just blew out the modem.
Oh.
It blew out the modem. It blew out the router. It blew out the backup router. It blew out it blew out the phones because we have landlines. We had to have landlines because we also have an alarm system that relies on the landline as well. It blew out the phones. Trying to think that there's something else that it blew out. Oh, it blew out the hub for the water detectors, the water sensors, the leak sensors.
Do you not have any sort of surge protection on your stuff?
I do. Yes, I had a surge protector on the system. Oh, see ya. Right by it.
Huh.
Yeah. And let me tell you this, though. The stuff that's not on a surge protector, fine. Oh, fine. No problem.
Of course.
But none of that was so. The modem so we have the modem and the that comes from the cable company. We have that modem, and router, and then I have the backup, which is really my primary, which is a Nighthawk 7, which is so I just had to buy a new one. It's $500 for the router. It's just fucking insane. But we have a lot of shit hooked to it. We have the basement apartment, and there's a lot of shit hooked to the router, and we need some power. And it's hooked to the garage doors, and I don't know, 7 televisions and 8 computers, whatever, all kinds of shit.
You can't get in your garage right now, can you?
I can now. You are right, though. We couldn't get in the garage, not from the outside. If you came in and hit the button, it would go up. But from opening it on your smart ass phone, no, not happening. You are right. So take joy in my pain. But so I've got everything hooked up now. But here was I had the most difficulty with. So my daughter. And I was doing this in the last 15 minutes. My daughter posted a picture of her with a little thing in her hand, a little thing, like a little fuzzy being, and said, "Oh, guess what this is?" And her friends couldn't guess, and she said, "It's a baby grouse." You know, a little bird, little grouse. So I said, and of course they're not going to know it. It'll be lost to them. You may not even know it. Chris would know, but there's an old. If I say it's a Three Stooges episode, I don't have to say it's old. It's old. But there's a Three Stooges episode that's where Mo hits Curly, I guess, and Curly looks up in the air and goes, "Look at the grouse! Look at the grouse!" So I wanted to put that on that, and I found a little video clip, that very video clip, and then I did the right click, copy, and then pasted the link into the Facebook comment. And it wouldn't work. It just stayed whatever it was.
On the computer?
Yeah.
So from YouTube, you don't right click stuff. There's an actual share button, and you can copy the link from there.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's will be what I will do next. I'll go back later after we're done. I'll go and look at it and do that.
You think Chris is going to join us today?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything that he wasn't going to be.
I didn't either.
Hold on, I have to have a drink of my bubbly.
So, when I was listening back to last,
Nope, Chris isn't joining us.
that was me. It was your phone, but it was me sending a text to the group.
Oh, Kristen.
When I was listening back to last week's episode to, produce it.
What did I do wrong?
You were talking about David Sedaris being from Ithaca, and I texted you about this because while I was listening back to it, I was like, let me Google that because I don't remember ever hearing that. And he was raised, I think, in the Carolinas, but he was born in Johnson City, which is like Binghamton. You have no sound. You have no sound. No, you're
sorry, because I was blowing my nose a second ago. I had to turn it back on. Yeah, it's one of those things, like you said, that you take the place that people may have a better idea of.
Mm-hmm. Which is funny because to me, when I tell people, especially here, like if I tell people I'm from New York, forget about it. They think I'm from New York City. But if I say I'm from Ithaca, I immediately go where Cornell is.
Right.
Because I assume nobody's heard of Ithaca either.
Where Cornell is. Yeah, and then in the broader, so when we worked in in Rome, you always had to refer to it as it's a Syracuse market.
Mm-hmm. That was me again. Right. By the way, speaking of Ithaca, I'm listening to a book that was at least partly set in Ithaca. And that isn't why I got it. Like I actually found the book because I had just read another book by the same author and narrated by the same narrator who I'm a fan of. And so I was like, oh, let me do this one. And I actually read the summary before I got it, and I giggled a little bit because it said she moves to Ithaca and gets a job at the local coffee shop. And I was like, oh, the local coffee shop in Ithaca. Okay. And
that's someone who's never been to Ithaca.
I feel like maybe she's been there, but she just didn't. I don't know. There's from the story. I'm about halfway through the book right now. She's done her research. Like she described the Ithaca Commons like to a T, from the men walking around in skirts and the brick building that says dairy on the side, even though it's a bakery. Like she had and walked up Aurora Street to where Hudson splits off. Like she had some shit right.
But saying that the local coffee shop in Ithaca is like saying the lesbian in Ithaca,
the vegetarian in Ithaca.
Oh, right. Oh, which absolutely she must have talked about Moosewood.
So far, I've not seen a Moosewood reference. However, she does mention Teganic and Teganic Falls. And anybody who's never been to Ithaca or seen the word Teganic, which is for Scotch line, Taughannock. That's Teganic, right? The narrator says, we go to Taconic Falls, which it turns out Taughannock is pronounced that way. Taconic Falls. And I was like, no, it's not. Like I had to stop the book and text my siblings and be like, wait till you hear this. It's very difficult to listen to a book like this, and it's fiction. Like it doesn't matter how these. No, but to be listening to a book or watch a show or something that is set in your hometown is very surreal, and then to have people get it just enough wrong that you're like, I need to tell them that it's Teganic.
But didn't we talk about that last week? Or no, I was talking to my aunt about how people like here in New Hampshire, there's Lebanon, New Hampshire.
Yeah, there's Lebanon, Tennessee too. Actually, you overpronounced it for Tennessee. It's Lebanon.
Lebanon, mm-hmm. And in New Hampshire it's Lebanon, mm-hmm. And in Maine it's Lebanon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you do have to do that work, and you would be, and you've been when you're on the radio, if you say somebody's street name wrong or some fucking town wrong,
Yep.
you could say we're gonna have a 90-degree day today. It could snow like a motherfucker. They're not gonna care because you got the name of the town wrong.
Yeah.
They don't care you got the weather wrong.
And it actually surprises me with this particular narrator because she's been narrating for years. She is crazy in demand, crazy popular, like really good at what she does. I am shocked that she did not do a quick there is actually a website where you can put in a word and it will pull up videos of people saying that word. Yeah, and it's not always like, there are some words that I'm like, is it this one or this one? And I'll pull it up in that website and every other video will be like, both pronunciations will be in there and I'm still not sure which one is right. But with Taganic, if you pulled up any videos of anybody from Ithaca saying that word, you would know how to say it.
Right.
So I'm actually really surprised, A, that she got it wrong and didn't research it, and B, that nobody caught it along the quality check points.
Right. When you're talking about, the writer did her research and she got this right and that. Well, she didn't get the sound right. So that makes me think a lot of paper research. Maybe.
I don't know, because it's just, the book was set in the 90s and it came out in 21. So some of the references that she has were right in the 90s.
Right.
Like you had to know that this is what Ithaca was like in the 90s.
Do you think she's doing it from memory?
I don't know. It's just, it's very, like, there's so many references. She gets the hills and she gets the, we were going to get pizza from the Nines tonight. Like, she references she referenced Woolworths, which has been gone for 20 years. But she knew where it was in this story because she walked there from the Commons and used the payphone and like described where the payphone was in reference to the, like, I'm picturing that Woolworth in my mind. It's a library now. There hasn't been a Woolworths there in 20 years.
It's pretty neat though that you're able to listen to it and go, man, this just brings me there.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about her writing, right?
But then I'm like, oh, the local coffee shop. Okay.
and maybe that's more.
And the summary also might have been done by the publisher that doesn't know the difference. Right. That summary that I read, it might not have had anything to do with the author.
Yeah. And but also, I mean, if you're the highlight of the, or main focal point of the story isn't specifically the coffee shops, whatever is about that coffee shop, then saying the local coffee shop is fine. If
it is. I mean, she works at that coffee shop.
Right. Well, then I guess maybe you should probably highlight the name of the coffee shop if you can, or in a way that says, oh, there's 4 other coffee shops too, and blah blah blah.
Right.
Oh, are you calling our boy?
I am.
Sleepy McGee.
It's 13 minutes past.
Yeah. Where is Sleepy Frome? He's asleep. He's just asleep.
He probably is.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
I don't know why you took your phone number off of there. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Couldn't have anything to do with the fact that you're on a podcast where I keep putting it on the air.
Oh, Lord.
We were just wondering if you were going to join us today, or if you were going to continue to nap, or whatever you're doing.
I'm thinking he's napping.
I'm thinking he's napping too.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
I'm thinking he's taking a nap. Maybe he got all worn out from his latest bowling.
Maybe he did get a 200.
That's not fabulous, is it? If you're a fabulous bowler,
I don't know.
I don't know if it is either.
I don't remember anymore. I know 300 is a perfect game.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't even know if he was bowling duck pins or not. And duck pins, maybe 200 is fabulous, and
maybe
in a different way of scoring. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have no idea of the boy's proclivities. I don't know what he's playing. So, on the job front for you, still sort of in a holding pattern or a
still waiting.
Step by step.
Yep.
Hey, what about that? How about Malcom Jamal Warner? What my wife called Malcolm Jamal White.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad about Theo.
It is. It's sad. I don't know all the circumstances. She just said he drowned while on vacation.
Apparently, he went out to swim by himself, and they think that a current got him that he wasn't expecting.
Well, who's ever expecting the current? Yeah, it's sucked into a riptide.
Well,
but there are things that people. So he's a grown ass adult, and I tell my kids, do not go swimming alone. Do not go hiking alone. Do not fucking do things alone most of the time, only because you can't fucking the best of the best get caught up in shit when they do shit alone.
Yep.
Don't do it alone.
Yeah. There are some greenway trails around here that I used to, like when I was training for the half marathons, when I was doing those, I would go out on these greenway trails because it's nice and cool. They're in the woods. You don't have cars to worry about. And then a few years ago, actually, when I got Medley, when I was at the animal shelter, the day that I went to get her, she had been on a 3-day hold. And then I went to get her and they said her owner called. And so we legally have to give him until the end of today to come get her. But if he doesn't come by 4:00, we close at 4, but we'll let you in to get her. And so I was like, okay. So first, there's a greenway that's right by the shelter. And I thought, well, I'll just walk the greenway. It's like an hour I have to wait, hour and a half, something like that. I'll walk the greenway. That'll take up some of the time. And then it goes off into the woods. And actually it goes by that particular greenway goes by the prison. And so I was walking the greenway and then there's a guy coming the opposite direction. And I was like, oh, I'm a little uncomfortable right now. And then nothing happened and he kept going and I kept going. And then another guy was coming the opposite direction. And I was like, this is really stupid because nobody can hear me scream out here. And so I turned around at that point and went back to my car and waited the last hour in my car. And after that, I cannot make myself go to a greenway by myself because I realize I'm out in the middle of the woods by myself and nobody can do anything if there's nobody else out there.
Near the prison and there's walkers. You know what? I'm gonna turn around. Let me follow the guys in the jumpsuits. I don't want to go any deeper into the woods.
That's right.
You know what sucks though, Jess, about the whole thing is that story is that nobody, and even I would be uncomfortable as a man. Nobody should be fucking uncomfortable walking on a fucking walking path anywhere in this fucking country.
Yeah.
But fucking people are.
Yeah.
You can't go fucking do anything without there being some sort of apprehension associated with it now.
Yeah.
And it like I know we talk about all kinds of shit about, just dangers to kids. And the truth is, when I was fucking 10 years old, 11 years old, 12, 13, 9, we fucking walked everywhere, rode our bikes everywhere, and nobody fucking did anything to anybody.
No, but we had stranger danger when we were kids.
Well, you did. I did not.
Oh, well, we did.
Yeah, so that comes.
I knew not to get in the van and accept candy from strangers.
Yeah,
but that was about as far as that went.
Yeah, it was a different. Sam, I'm still a generation, or almost 2 generations. I'm a generation ahead of you in that way. So we don't have it yet. but it comes, right? But it has evolved into fucking worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, till fucking people are just afraid to leave their doors, windows open in a warm day, or open their door and leave the screen door open. And it's fucking, there's just, and there is the truth that maybe it isn't as safe as it used to be. Maybe it does suck.
I mean, there's probably a level of, A, it's always been dangerous because there's always been freaks out there.
It has always been dangerous. You're correct.
But B, we also hear about it more frequently because 24-hour news cycles and blah, blah, blah. But like when I put that portable air conditioner in my basement, one of the reasons I didn't want to put an air conditioner in there in the first place, like a portable one or a window unit or anything, is because people can get into my backyard and get into the house through that window. And the portable unit vents out the window. Yeah. But I have stuff in there so that the window can't be open.
Can't let them in, and you put just a local alarm on the window and that kind of shit. But it just wasn't. I'm at the Hannaford today, and I am normally the guy who my windows are down. I don't fucking lock my car. And I see a couple of fucking miscreants walking around the parking lot, now windows up, fucking doors locked, paying it. And I hate that. Mm-hmm. I hate it. And the miscreants may have just been young people that aren't miscreants at all. They're just young people. Right. But I am starting to feel that fucking conditioning that comes from looking at the town web page, town Facebook page, where it's again these fucking people with, I've seen this person turn around in my yard 3 days in a row. Anybody have any idea who this is?
Listen, I don't know if this was national news, but there was a 22-year-old kid shot on the highway at like 7:00 in the morning here last week.
Nope, didn't hear about it.
And they got the people. It was a couple. I don't know what their reason was for shooting him. Probably he, I don't know, looked at him weird or cut them off or honked a horn if they cut him, like something stupid. Right. But it confirmed for me, and obviously that's not funny, that's horrifying, but it confirmed for me that I will, when I die, it will be from road rage. It will be. Because...
Are you rageful?
No, I'm petty. And yesterday, if the woman behind me had had a gun, I probably would be dead. Because I was sitting in traffic, like a backup. Like there's no place to go. It's on a highway that's 4 lanes. And the funny thing is, I almost went the wrong direction because it splits the 2 lanes this way and the 2 lanes that way. And I was coming from a part of town I don't normally go. And so I was on a part of the highway I'm not normally on. And I thought I was farther up. And so I thought that I was going to take the split to the left. And then I realized really at the last second that I needed to be in one of the 2 lanes to the right. But I was on the far left lane. There's no place to go. Traffic is not moving. I leave 1 or 2 car lengths in front of me because these people are fucking insane.
And in case you can escape.
And I see a woman all of a sudden behind me, jerk over to the left, like she's getting into the shoulder. And the shoulder is not wide enough for her to go by anybody because there's a cement wall there. But you know how people do that? They jerk over to the left to see what's going on in front of you. And she does that. And there's a mile of traffic in front of me. And then she whips back over and she gets right up on my bumper. And I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? And so I just ignore it because where the fuck am I going to go? Like the only thing she can possibly be mad at me for is not moving all the way up, but I'm not doing that because if somebody hits me from behind, I'm not getting stuck in this fucking disaster for the rest of the day. So I'm leaving a car length. So she keeps doing this. Every time we move, she whips over to the side, to try to see around me and then whips back up and gets right up on my bumper. And so after she's done it,
she's being aggressive.
She's being super aggressive for no fucking reason because we're not going anywhere.
Right.
So after she does this 3 or 4 times, I finally, she's this close to my bumper and I see somebody signal. And so I wave them in front of me.
You're the best.
And then I see somebody else signal and I'm like, you know what? You go too. I don't have a job. I don't have anywhere to be. And I just keep like every time I'll move up a little bit and she'll be fine. And then all of a sudden she whips over to the side to look around me. And then she comes back and gets right up on my bumper. And I let another car in. Every time she got on my bumper, I let somebody else get in front of me.
Hold on a second.
I almost missed where I was going because I was so busy keeping her from getting anywhere.
Let me refer to my book and see. Yep, there it is. Cunt.
Me or her?
No, you're beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. I like that. No, her. Cunt. It says, I just looked it up. Cunt.
Yep, that's what I was saying too. I was like, by the time she kept doing it, I was like, I'm looking in my side view mirror and I'm like, you fucking cunt. What are you fucking doing? You know what? Come on, get in front of me. And like I'm letting more people in. When I finally, at the very last second, I realized I needed to be over to the right and I moved over and she goes flying by me and I just give her the finger, which again, I know is going to get me shot, but yeah, it had to happen.
So I am a no road rage kind of person. I am a guy who swears to myself, you know, I go like, what the fuck is this asshole doing? Look at this dumb son of, what a fucking cunt that. But it's all to me. I'm talking to myself. I do not flip. I just don't. I don't yell it. Because I'm sitting in my beautifully air conditioned vehicle, listening to a podcast or music. I could give a shit about what all these assholes do. Though last week, I think it was Thursday or Friday. I am driving in an area where I don't know, I guess there's an accident. So I too, like you, I'm in a backup and I'm about a 2-mile backup. And alongside of me comes a motorcycle. And the motorcycle goes over into the breakdown lane. Now, in some states and even in some communities, you can use the breakdown lane. You'll see signs that say breakdown lane can be used for a travel lane during certain times of the day. Well, this is one of those fucking guys who's got the fucking, loud hog. He's got to make it because his penis is small, so he needs a loud motorcycle to make up for it all.
Like the guy with the charger across the street.
Yes, exactly.
The one who keeps me from every time I'm trying to record a fucking audiobook and here he comes.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Aren't I sexy and manly? This fucking guy goes up and I don't see him. I get about a mile up the road. I see him pulled over by the police who are sitting in the traffic waiting too. Like, yes, it's so fucking good.
There was a guy actually on my way to where I was going yesterday on the highway. I fucking hate driving on the highway here. But on the highway, he's in a convertible Mustang. And he is in, again, it's a 4-lane highway. He's in the second lane from the right.
So he's got his new hair plugs. He's
got his new hair plugs. He's good. He's signaling left. So the car to his left eases up a little bit to make room for him. Nice. And this motherfucker with his left turn signal on whips to the right, cuts somebody off, flies around them on the shoulder, cuts back in, cuts across 3 lanes. Has not changed his turn signal once this whole time. Like, doesn't even remember the motherfucker is on. And I was like, why are there never cops around here when guys like that? And after he did all of that shit, we again get stuck in traffic because that's what Nashville is. And we come to this traffic jam. And after he did all of that, he is one car ahead of me, 1 lane over.
Yeah, that's what it always is. So there are studies. There are actual studies that the people who just the changing from one lane to the other because you think one lane's moving faster than the other. You do not get there any quicker because it all equals out.
Mm-hmm.
The law of averages say it's all average, motherfucker.
And especially because all of these people are going back and forth.
Yeah,
you're all
they're
causing
all
the problem.
They are. They don't know because there are certain. It's when you even those merges. So a merge where people are supposed to merge. Those are called zipper merges.
Oh, I know.
And every other car is supposed to merge in. There's always the fucking assholes that jump on the gas and fuck it all up, and next thing you know, you're like, well, look at it now.
Yeah.
Nobody's
They're the people going, oh no, you're just trying to get ahead of everybody and not wait your turn. I'm not letting you in. Go fuck yourself. And I saw a whole argument about it on a Facebook group the other day.
Well, I must say that if I come to a construction area and there's the big sign that says merge right because left lane is closed in a quarter mile.
Yeah.
If I'm
move the fuck over when you know it's coming.
Right.
Yeah.
If I'm 3 or 4 car lengths at the merge and the sign is a half mile behind me and you're fucking flying up on me, I'm not letting you in.
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
And then what pisses me off is when people let him in. I'll go, you fucker, why are you letting that motherfucker in?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't fucking backsies and frontsies cuts in fucking 3rd grade trying to get to the lunch line.
Right.
You don't let that motherfucker in. It just fucking irks them. It irks me.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I do not. My wife, on the other hand, she's quick with the digital exposure. She's quick to let you know, hey, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell her,
As am
listen. I tell her and I like when she drives and I can sit in the passenger seat in her car. And I let her know. I said, listen, if that finger causes an issue, I'm not backing you up. No, I'm listen, I'm gonna slink down in the seat.
It kills me because the people who drive that way, like somebody cut me off the other day. I was going somewhere. They cut me off and they go flying up the hill and then they end up right in front of me at the light. And I'll be there in my windshield going, good job. You're number 1. Good job. You got there first. And then I know I'm being an asshole and they don't know what the fuck I'm doing because they didn't notice they cut anybody off or that they did anything.
Yeah.
They're not paying any attention. They just think, what's wrong with this bitch back here? So I realize I'm wrong, but also fuck that guy.
But I'm in my head lots of times is going this when someone cuts me off or blocks an interest. I'm mostly thinking, I wonder what's happening in their day that makes them so fucking aggressive and such an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they just murdered their family. I don't want to irritate them anymore.
Yeah. And then I hear stories about this like 22-year-old kid driving to work at 7 a.m. and gets killed on the highway.
That's fucking. So this whole, I know that guns just don't kill people. That people with guns kill people. But man, we're just too loose and free with guns. I don't want to take anybody's guns. I don't want to. But our mentality about fucking guns.
Yeah.
It's just. I don't. They had fewer guns and fewer shootings in the Old West per capita than we have in a day.
Yeah.
They had in the entire era.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't, when I see people walking around here, because we are a state where you can open carry.
Mm-hmm.
And why are you fucking, because you can? It's also legal to masturbate, but I don't fucking do it in the grocery store.
Is it legal to masturbate in the grocery store?
Well, probably if you go in a bathroom stall. but it's just, There are legal things. Do you have to carry a weapon into the fucking Hannaford or into the CVS? Or it just seems, why? Why is this necessary? What does it do for you? Because you're proving a point. Look at me. I can carry a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I can carry a gun too. So can she and he and she and she and she and he and he and he and he. And none of them are.
Yeah.
It proves nothing other than you're a fucking belligerent asshole.
I don't know. I carry a gun in my purse.
Yeah, but you don't got it on your hip walking around like, look at me, I got a gun.
No, I could, but...
Yeah, but why? Because I think at that point, then you're inviting some asshole when you're displaying it. It's like when people display, hey, I'm a tough guy because look at me, I got big muscle. I'm wearing a muscle shirt. I'm a tough guy.
I mean,
and those are the people that get challenged. No one challenges fucking me.
I kind of get the mentality. I not necessarily that I think it's right, but I kind of get the mentality that they think that if a quote unquote bad guy knows that there are people who are armed, he's not going to fuck with that place.
Yeah, I think in that case, so if I were a bad guy, I was a bad guy, Jess, and I wanted to, let's say, rob somebody, and I saw they had a gun, I would shoot them first, then rob them.
See,
instead of rob them,
that's
and then
just good business, Wally.
It is good business, but that's what I would shoot first, do my business, and leave. Not, if they had a hidden weapon, I didn't think they had a weapon, then they've got a fighting chance.
Mm-hmm.
If they've got a weapon and badness is coming their way and they're displaying the weapon, the guy coming up behind you, he's already got his weapon out. You're fucked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I think it's the same as the big muscle car. Muscle cars are great. Motorcycles are great. It's hey, let's get under the bridge and fucking make it loud so you can't hear for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Those fuckers. By the way, the driving on the highway, I remember the first time so I knew how to drive rotaries, and I knew how to drive, and I know how to drive. The first time, however, I drove around a loop, it was in St. Louis. Like the loops that go around the entire city. It's just a loop, and there's fucking traffic coming up from all sides. But it was the first time I had ever driven on a loop that traffic was coming on and coming and getting off on both sides of the loop.
Oh,
it wasn't just all coming from your right. It was coming from the right.
See,
and the left.
That's why in Nashville, that's why there's always a traffic jam, because you've got three major highways that merge in basically one area. And so you've got on-ramps, you've got the highway coming in and this highway coming in. And so even though I was in 4 lanes here and 2 of them split off this way and 2 of them split off this way, up here, 2 more come back in this way. So there's constantly cars coming in at you.
I circled St. Louis 3 times before I figured out how to get off that fucking loop.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking get off it because every time I thought, okay, there's the exit, there's more cars coming on. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, wait, you're exiting left. Right before.
Fucking left exits piss me off too.
Oh yeah, the left exit. So to get onto my road, it's kind of funny. When the normal way that we come home, you take a left onto our street, onto our road. And if you go up the mountain and you're coming from the other way, for some reason we hardly ever go that way. You take a right onto our road when you're coming from the other direction, obviously. I have such a hard time making that right-hand turn. It feels so not easy. The left-hand turn is easy. Blum, blum, I take that left turn. It's not because I can't make a right-hand turn. It's just, it's weird taking that onto our road because it's a little different sort of angle because of the way the road's cut. So if you take it too sharp, you're going over the side and down into the gully and you're fucked. So I'm telling you, I get so apprehensive when I'm coming from that direction.
You know what? That's actually kind of how I feel about my driveway because I'm in a cul-de-sac. And so there's no the road curves.
Yeah.
Where my driveway is. And I back into my driveway so that I can pull forward into the garage. Because the garage is down, like, if I go forward down, then I have to do a 3-point turn to get into the garage. So I back down the driveway. For 2 years, this has been, I cannot get the angle right the first time. Like, I either end up in my neighbor's yard or almost hitting my steps that are on the sidewalk into my yard.
You know they're looking out the window. Hey, she's home. She's home.
She's trying to do it again. Like,
here she comes.
I cannot. Like, I backed into my driveway at my old house, but it was a straight part of the road and a straight driveway. And here it's so difficult.
So if you were to go to the end of the cul-de-sac and just turn around there and come the other way, would it be easier?
No, because I'm basically it's a very short cul-de-sac, and I'm basically right before the end of it. So I'm right where it starts to curve. Yeah, I'm right where it starts to curve. So there's no. I think maybe it's just because it's not like visually. When you're on a straight road, if you're going to back into something, it's like angles. You just And I don't have that angle because the road is starting to curve right there, and the driveway is curving a slightly different way, and isn't it funny though? So you've been driving for 40 years, and this 35. Is perplexing. Yeah,
right. It's perplexing, and you're like, fucking what the fuck is wrong with me? I have those moments where, like, lately when I am well known in my family for being a fantastic parker. My wife, before we were married, said, boy, we park well. No, I'm very good at parking.
I want to marry him. That man knows how to park a car.
So I'm very good with having being in the middle of those two lines. Lately, I have fucking sucked at it. And I find myself all the way over to the other side most of the time. And I think it's because I'm giving myself extra room to get out of my car. I think that's what it is. I'm saying, I need extra room to get out of this motherfucker. I don't want to be...
I back into parking spots everywhere I go, and usually I'm pretty good at it. But if the person in the next spot over is too close to the line, then it pisses me off because I could park exactly dead center in that spot and I'm too close to them. But if I move over, then I'm too close to the person on the other side, or I don't, even if the other side is empty, I don't leave enough space because I'm too close to I become that same person that I'm now mad at.
Me, in that case, if it's their door, if it's their door side that is too close to the line, I back in so I will have plenty of room to get out of my side and fuck them getting into their side. I still park in the middle. I don't hug the line.
Yeah.
The one thing I do, one of my parking fucking things is when people pull through two spots and they pull through and I pull right up on it, man. I just boom, I'm right there. I do not give them any quarter for them trying to open, because it's always at a Costco or something. If you're fucking so stupid to think you shouldn't leave the ass end of your car hanging out in the open area, in the travel lane, because you're gonna have to open up the trunk or the hatch to load all the shit you're buying at Costco.
Wait a minute.
I'm not making that room for you.
Explain to me what the problem is.
Okay, so you got two spots.
Yeah.
And someone pulls straight through the spot. So the front of their car is facing the driving space.
Yeah.
The back of their car I'm gonna end up pulling into the spot.
Yeah.
And be right behind their hatch.
Yeah.
Or their trunk. And if they hang it over, I'm pulling right in. Because I'm not leaving the ass.
So if they're over the line still, they didn't pull far enough out.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. I actually am always worried about that. So if I pull all the way through, I mean, I have a backup camera, so I just pop it into reverse to see how close I am to the line. And if I'm too close, I just move up a little bit.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is with the backup camera, it'll stay on for a second. after you put it back in drive, at least on my car. So I have enough time to move up before it goes away, so I can see that I have moved up enough.
Yeah, mine doesn't. I don't have a fancy car.
You
My
don't have a
Subaru
backup
doesn't-
camera?
It hasn't, but it doesn't stay on. Maybe there's a way to make it sound. I remember my. I wish you could turn it on while you were driving. You could.
I got a dash cam and it has a rear camera, but I haven't figured out how to.
I would not imagine you not having a dash cam.
I actually was mad yesterday because the rear camera, I haven't figured out how to attach it somewhere that it will actually point where it needs to point. And so it wasn't like if it had been pointing at this bitch that was behind me yesterday, I would have put that video on the internet. Cause I wanted so bad to see if she was like making faces at me or gesturing or something. Like I would have put that bitch on the internet for sure. But the camera wasn't pointing in the right direction. So I got to get something so that I can attach it somewhere.
I sometimes wish I had a scrolling letter words on the back. Like, you're a fucking asshole. Hey, listen, cunt, back up. Just if you want to,
that would get me shot for sure.
Oh yeah, and I also, I occasionally I think I'm gonna make up cards when I see people fucking parking like dickheads and shit.
They actually have them. You can print them out. I
know, but
it says you park like an. In fact, I think it's at youparklikeanasshole.com.
Yeah, I think I would like to. The thing to do for some people is, and I have done this a couple of times, but not recently. When we were younger, when I had friends before marriage, we used to take, when people would be assholes, or if they were just people we thought were assholes, we would rub stuff on the underside of their door openers, their door handles. It was peanut butter. We wouldn't but peanut butter. People would think they're putting their hands in shit. But you could put shit. But no, it was just to be. But you put stuff, and I've been thinking lately, I might want to do that again. But then I start thinking, there's cameras everywhere. Mm-hmm. And if I can say, I want to say, it's that guy right there. Look at the guy with the jar of Skippy. Mm-hmm. It's him.
Yep.
I become the Skippy Bandit or something.
And some people have those dash cams that actually are always on. So it would catch you when you do stuff. Mine has the ability to do that, but I don't think I have it hooked up to do that.
See, I hate that world.
Yeah, but it makes sense because
I hate that world because it makes me feel like people are living in a world where they are fucking petrified of the outside world, or maybe not petrified, may not be, but they are not comfortable with the outside world, that it's looking to do them harm one way or another, whether they're there or whether they're not.
I think though, I mean, the people who are constantly like looking at the footage for no reason, that's one level. But I think, like for me, we've talked about this before because I have security cameras outside and I have alarms in my house and I have a dash cam.
You're a single bitch.
I am a single bitch, but also I'm not monitoring that footage. I don't even know how. There is a way to hook my phone up to the dash cam, but it's like its own Wi-Fi, and I figured it out once and I haven't been able to do it since. So the only way for me to get the footage out of it is to get the little USD card out of it and bring it inside and put it in my computer because I don't know how else to do it. Like I have it because, not because I'm afraid the world is going to do me harm, but because there is so much harm happening. I get that. I want really evidence if something does, but I'm not monitoring the footage. I'm not monitoring my cameras.
You may not be, but people are. Some
people are, I'm sure, but I don't think that's true of everybody with a dash cam or house security cameras.
Whenever people put it, really the ones about, if you have one, do you gotta fucking put online every time someone turns around in your drive? Not you. I'm saying in general, but that's what people end up doing. People who never have any the camera has done them no good in solving anything. They've never had.
And people get upset about, like, I know some people get upset about people parking in front of their houses. And I saw this guy on TikTok the other day, and I know it was a joke, but he was like, I am unreasonably upset that there is a car parked in front of my house right now. I know it's not, you got to talk me down. I know it's a public street. I know. Like, and I was like, I get him, because if a car is parked in front of my house, I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then I go, oh, wait, I don't actually own that street. They're allowed to park there.
That is my son, and that is my wife.
Saying, who the fuck is that?
My son will say, who the fuck is that? What? And Jody will often say, I think there's a car at the end of the driveway. Now, mind you.
Now, if they were in my driveway, then for sure I would be like, hello? What are you doing?
That happens.
Get out. Go.
That happens in our driveway, but our driveway is 500 feet long.
Yeah.
400 feet long.
But
so sometimes people pull off there because we don't have a shoulder, and people pull off because they're on the phone and they pull over right quick because you lose signal shortly after our house. So sometimes people will pull over and make their phone call or whatever, or they're, I'm losing signal. Hold on, let me pull over for a second. So they do end up there.
I will be like, if I see it, I'm also, unless I'm sitting right here at my desk where there is a window in front of me and I can see just a small part of the street in front of me. Yeah. I can see my mailbox. If somebody were to pull into my driveway right now, I would see it. But if they're farther over, I wouldn't see it, and I'm not really looking. So I don't notice most of the time. Last week I was like, who the fuck is parked? Who the fuck is that? And then I realized it was my lawn guy. But for the most part, I don't like, I recognize that people are going to park there. It's whatever. Yeah. But if I don't notice across the street, the dude who was like calling me at 2 a.m, like, how you doing? That guy with the Dodge Charger and the pit bull he can't keep control of.
Yeah.
He called me a few weeks ago and he was like, my cousin or my niece or whoever it is, she's here. I'm having a little get together and she parked in front of your house and she shouldn't have done that. And I'm so sorry. And I was like, I don't care. And he was like, well, I just thought I should let you know. And I was like, no, it's fine. As long as she's not blocking my driveway, I don't care.
Yeah, I see. People have gotten. For me, I can't see anybody. I can't see my mailbox. I can't see anything. I don't give a shit. If people are coming up the driveway, unless you get out of the car and you got a mask on, I'm pretty much okay, right? But I do. We do lock our doors now when we're in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's by habit, though. But we do lock the doors. Listen, we sleep with the doors open. The funny as shit is if I'm sleeping downstairs, the door is open. I sleep with the doors open. So, but I also sleep with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
The dog will let you know.
And I think in most cases, people are casing houses like that before they make a decision to break in. And not only do I have 2 pit bulls that anybody who's ever seen my house would know are here.
Right.
There's my doormat outside my front door says, hope you like pit bulls.
Yes, because you have vicious pit bulls.
Oh, they're terrifying. So scary.
They are
so scary. Especially the one who just peed on the bottom step going down into the yard because his princess toes can't touch the wet grass. So scary.
That's fantastic.
The one who was barking at the thunder yesterday, terrifying. Yeah.
Mine both don't like thunder, but I was testing out the water alarms today, and the alarm is just going off. And my dog Henry, he's just sitting there like there's nothing happening. Oh no, the idiot's at it again, making more noise for some shit. He follows me around, and I start doing something, and he'll hear a noise, and he'll hear me go, "Oh fuck me," and "Oh fuck me" is my like. Is if I fucking a wrench slips and I smash my hands, fuck me, god damn it. And he just like,
yeah,
he just come over and lay down. He doesn't give a shit. He just doesn't care. It's our girl dog. She's the one. She will bite. She will, I think, take a bite out of somebody. Him, come over and lick you.
Yeah,
That's
same.
about what he'll do.
Same.
He won't, and he'll only bark if she barks. Well, why are you barking? It's just a stranger.
Yeah.
Well, I'll bark then. Okay, I'll join in. Let me bark.
Yeah. That's
no idea.
That's
why he's
basically
barking.
how it is here, except that my boy dog never barked at anything until the girl dog that I had before died. And when he was the only dog, it was like he decided he had to step into the protector role because she had been the one. She had been the alpha. She had been the crazy.
He's the man of the family.
And then all of a sudden he was like, oh, I have to protect mama now. And so he would start barking at stuff, except he barks at the wrong stuff. Like he doesn't know what he's barking at.
There's a wind.
He's quite honestly, he's dumb. He is a dumb, he's good looking. He is living on his looks because he is a dumb dog.
Oh, he's David Hasselhoff, the dog.
Basically.
That's what hey, I got a bolt.
So I guess Chris isn't going to join us.
No, I guess he's not. So
no, but you know what I just realized? Because he didn't join us, we haven't gotten the hey, you're running out of time notice.
Yeah, see?
I'm going to invite myself via another email address so that there's supposed to be 4 people on the call, and then we won't be limited anymore.
Oh, there you go.
Don't tell Google.
Fantastic.
All right. I'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, have a good week. Bye.